was talked about in real life. Like, this is common knowledge, y'all. Common knowledge. Hola mundo. Hello world. So in preparation for this video, I had no idea what I was going to do this video on. I had seen like 3 things on Netflix and I was like, oh, I gotta choose. Do I choose the movie that's kind of scary? Do I choose that one series that is like number 1, then moves into number 2, now it's number 1, then it's number 2? I just had no idea. But then I remembered that Selena, the series, even though I didn't like it the first time around, was coming back with part 2 May 4th, today. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give the show another chance. I honestly was expecting a whole lot more the first time around. And maybe this half of her life, or maybe with their ratings and stuff, they got a chance to kind of like fix certain things. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna see if they did my girl justice this time around. So I did just that. I woke up early. The show wasn't even on the top 10. It probably will be sometime this weekend. Not weekend, this time this week. Yeah, hopefully till the weekend, but sometime this week. And I'm gonna tell you what I thought about it. So before we move on, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you are new to my channel, thank you for being here. I hope you stay. And if you've been watching my videos and you have yet to like and subscribe, here's your chance to do so. Now we can move on. So side note, I almost didn't watch it, not only because I didn't like the first part, but also because a little part of me knows that I'm a super emotional. No, I'm not. That's not a little part of me. It's all part of me. Okay, well, knows that I'm an emotional person. And I told my husband when I first knew that they were gonna make a second part, I was like, I hope the second part is not the other half of her life. I really hope that it's more of like the middle part of her life. But yeah, it's the other half of her life. So there goes something that you should know if you're planning to watch it. And I just didn't want to watch it because I was like, it's just this thing that, you know, it's like watching Titanic. You know how it ends. And some part of you wishes that you could change the ending, that the ending would be different the next time around. So knowing that she dies and you can't do nothing about it, and that the ending of the story will never be different, it sucks because you wish she was alive, but that's not reality. So with that being said, for this video, I'm just gonna simply tell you guys why I actually this time enjoyed Selena the series part 2.
Get so muy excited.
Number 1, for starters, the dancing and the wigs were a whole lot more better this time. I was like, thank you, Lord. Because the first time around, I was a little off. Number 2, the second thing that I really enjoyed, that I liked that they included in this second part series, was just basically how they went very in depth with the reasons why Selena made the decision that she did in eloping with Chris. And we get to see why is it that the family feel the way that they feel, in particular the sister, and why is it, well, just basically why they felt the way that they felt. And also we get to see something that we didn't see in the movie, which was the courthouse scene in this series, as well as how they were able to get married within 1 day, because you know there's a waiting period to get married. You have to wait 3 days, and she didn't have to do that, and you'll see why if you watch the series. Number 3, my third favorite part about the series was the inclusion of celebrities that we, for the most part, know, and that were a part of Selena's journey, a part of her story. And I like the scene when she goes to the Grammys and she sees Gloria Estefan. Y'all all know how I feel about Gloria, okay? That is my godmother in my head. And also, she saw other celebrities, but I'm not gonna spoil it, okay? y'all wanna watch the series and know who I'm talking about, y'all watch it, okay? And then also, this might be a little spoiler, but this might actually make you want to watch it or not, but this is common knowledge too. So I knew this, but I didn't know they were gonna put this in the show. So you guys know that Beyonce, when she was younger, she happened to see Selena at the mall with her mom and her sister, and she was completely starstruck. Completely. I thought that was so cute that they included that. Maybe because there's a lot of Beyonce fans out there. You know, you can't mess with the Beehive. But nevertheless, it was cute because Selena was the Beyonce for the Latin community. And the way that, you know, you see Beyonce tell that story, obviously she knew how important Selena was. And I guess for Texas as well. And that was really cute.
I did actually meet Selena in the Galleria Mall in Houston, but I didn't say much to Selena because I wasn't a celebrity and I just saw her and said hello and kept it moving. Definitely growing up in Texas, I heard her on the radio and I think listening to her album, even though I didn't know exactly what she was singing.
The fourth thing that I liked about this series was the fact that one of my favorite songs by Selena, I'm sure my family knows this because this is one of my go-to karaoke songs. No me queda más.
No me queda más que perderme un abismo de tristeza y lágrimas.
Yeah, that song, right? Is actually about a real person and how they felt. It wasn't Selena, and it wasn't even her brother, who usually wrote all her songs, right? Through the series, I found out the background story behind one of my favorite songs, and that is that Ricky Vela had a huge crush on somebody. I ain't gonna say who, but had a huge crush on somebody. And the song is exactly how he felt. Exactly. Juicy stuff. The fifth thing that I really liked about this part of the series was the inclusion of fan tidbits in her life story. I think it was cute that they made, I don't know if they're true or not, but they had stories in this part of the series of fans who really loved Selena. And like, for example, I'll give you an example. There was a girl who had to do something in order to be able to go to her concert, and I thought it was really nice that they included that because there was different types of people who liked her and different age groups who liked her. Like, Selena was likable, okay? And that's all I can say. Because if I tell you, then I'm really telling you. And that's a no-no. The sixth thing that I liked about the series was the inclusion of little details that fans would know, which were, for example, when she had her last concert in the Houston Astrodome, she had a bandage on her finger, and I was like, let me see. She better have this bandage on, or they did a major screw up, okay? And they did. So I was like, okay, y'all good on my book. Okay, we cool. And then another thing that I actually didn't know this, but I'm glad that I am learning more and more about my homegirl, big sister Selena, was that before, like the day before she passed away, she had a conversation with her mom and her sister. This was even in the 1997 movie, okay? Or like was talked about in real life. Like, this is common knowledge, y'all. Common knowledge that she had this conversation with her mom and her sister that she was going to try to have kids now because that's the part of her life she wanted to start, and that she was going to get off of her birth control, which was Norplant. And I had no idea homegirl was on birth control. No idea. That's why she ain't had no accident trying to make a career. She wanted to be a star with no baby. Then the seventh thing that I liked while watching the show was, well, this time, okay, was watching that scene when, I mean, I didn't enjoy it, but I like that they included this, okay, was when Abraham, and Selena's dad, no, Abe is the brother, Abraham is the dad. You get my drift? Okay, so Abe and Abraham were together. And when they found out that Selena had gotten shot and they head to the hospital, when he was at the hospital, he wasn't able to go inside the hospital. And she was already in surgery, and there were cops outside telling him that they're trying everything that they can. And Abe is in the car watching him going through this whole ordeal. And I feel like the reason why I like this scene is the same conversation that I had, the same mention that I had in the first video that I made about the first part of the Selena series, where it's just kind of tiring. They keep bringing up the same old bullshit, which is that he wanted to make the decision over Selena and whether she can get a blood transfusion or not. First of all, she got to the hospital, she was already dead. And if they were so Jehovah's Witness, like, her paperwork would have reflected that, and they wouldn't have done anything that Selena nor her family would have wanted. And the only person who can have a say what happens with Selena was Chris, and Chris didn't know at that time at all that Selena had gotten shot. When he found out, he thought she was in a car accident and he was gonna see her in the hospital, like beat up or like in a coma or something, not dead. But yeah, I really like that part because I feel like that's the family's response to that rumor for so many years. And also, like, there was a whole trial after Selena's death, like a long one that had to do with the lady who killed her. I'm not even gonna call her by her name. Basically, Le Demonio, okay? Le Demonio. And the doctor was asked this question about Abraham in this whole situation, and the doctor said that it wasn't true, that by the time that Abraham even got to the hospital, Selena Quintanilla was already dead, and they had taken her heart and were like trying to get blood after they like put the transfusion in, like trying to like pump her heart for her, and nothing worked. And no, they were not influenced by anything that the family had told them. So y'all need to quit. Y'all need to quit with all these rumors that just like making shit up, okay? Like, yeah, they were Jehovah's Witness and everybody likes to make fun of them because they knock on people's doors. But like, I feel like, yeah, their faith was Jehovah, but I honestly don't think that if they were so Jehovah's Witness, they would have chosen the career that Selena had and done all that. Like, I don't think that's something that they even agree with, really. Like, I don't know. If you have anything to say about that, write below, but just be respectful. So those were the things that I enjoyed seeing in this part of the series. And there are some things that I wish they would have included, because as a fan, you're like, yo, what's up? Like, why wasn't this put in? I need to know why. And those things were, why didn't they put those Barrio boys? They had a really close relationship with Selena. I don't know why they didn't put that in the series, especially since they had so much room to talk about more stuff than they did in the movie. Also, Winona Ryder, the famous country singer during that time especially, had a close relationship with Selena as well. But they chose to put a story about Beyonce and randomly put celebrities that she met at a Grammys. I don't know, man. There's some things that I was like, why did they add that? But I guess they can't just add everything. But anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys know that I make my videos Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes Sundays. And guys, if you guys are supporting my channel, just know that you are supporting this girl's dreams. Okay? So with that being said, I hope you guys had a great day, a safe day, and always know there are idiots out there, and like always, peace out.